All right, Internet. It's time. We can't delay this any further. It's time for SideQuestsLive. That's okay. All right, welcome, everybody. My name is Todd, and I am a producer here at SideQuestsLive, and I am going to be introducing a brand new game. It is called Wanderverse, and I'm trying to concentrate while the table talks behind me. So Wanderverse, this is a brand new custom RPG invented by the lovely people around the table, in particular Devin, who will be running the game. So let me go over to the table. We'll go meet the people at the table. We'll meet the characters. It's a brand new system. Hey, everybody, you're live on the internude. On the internet, not the internude. That's something else.
What? Hey.
Yeah.
Wow, I don't think I'm getting paid enough to be live on the internude.
No.
Oh, you're getting paid?
We're off to a great start.
And I'm just glad I'm not on camera.
Yeah. This is an audio only one, so I mean we could be internude. That is possible.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a niche for watching people play role-playing games while naked.
We'll translate this to only
one somewhere.
Successful. Who knows?
Pantsless wonders.
Every roleplay podcast is a roleplay podcast played naked. If
I mean, I just assume.
Putting the D in D&D.
Oh, but this is not D&D. This is a custom. This is custom.
Well, we can put the D and D in custom.
Yeah, this is the bespoke RPG game. I actually made Devin joke a little on that joke. I like that. Or he was just, spit take. All right, so Devin, why don't you tell us a little bit about the game?
Well, we were having a nice little segue, though I thought I might take a second to talk about the races or species. Because one of the things that Brendan and I were really talking about, we didn't want to just have everyone be a human with a different prosthetic on their forehead or their ears. So a lot of the species are as different from each other as possible. So, in the Galactic Alliance, there is the main four, which is space humans, which are also the undisputed masters of bio and cyber engineering. Most people are going to have at least one cyborg part to them, or maybe not. It's really up to them. Then there is the Oon, which are kind of telepathic, floating, super intelligent jellyfish. Then there is the chrysalids, which are super intelligent bugs that are part of a giant hive mind that have been spreading out across the galaxy. They follow a queen. They have a very strict job system. There are chrysalids that are oh, I am born into politics. Oh, I am born into being a janitor. Or oh, I am born into going out and exploring.
Oh, damn it! I already made my character, but I still want to make Chrysalis, who's but I want to be a dentist.
Hey, there's still time.
Hey, just do me a favor, kill this character real fast.
Okay. There's also the Wrath, which are they're driven by chaos and fighting. They are technically small, tiny, fragile creatures, but they walk around in these giant armored bio suits so that they can kill better. They only recently joined the Galactic Alliance. Before that, they were just raiding and murdering everybody. Then for the still prevalent but less represented races, there's the Solarans, which are the size of a grain of rice, but they are as hot as a brown dwarf sun. and they live on the surface of the sun or inside your warp coil. They have little hummingbird-sized ships that they fly around in when they're on a ship, so they don't kill everyone with their excessive heat. There are the zoans, which are huge single-celled organisms that can make little clones of themselves, and even though they have just one cell, they're still, pretty smart. And then there's the new races. There is the Rodon, which is several thousands of plants and worms that have decided to work together to create something that's kind of sentient life. As well as the marshmallows, which are artificial, edible creatures who were created to serve and be eaten.
I'm going to be so delicious, you have no idea.
And then finally there is the droids, which are they are kind of like the utilitarian. Like every species has their own type of droid. Droids are kind of all interchangeable. Some droids are fighting for their own rights, and some droids don't care. And then finally, we've got the phase hippos, which are hippo-like creatures from a different dimension that come to this dimension because it seems like fun. So they're just kind of here for a good time and hope that they don't get killed.
Amazing.
I love it.
Are they full size or are they house hippos? I'm just curious.
They are they're person sized.
Okay.
So they're like a 6 foot tall, 300 pound, big toothed, big faced, but not they're not quadrupedal fart monsters like the actual hippos.
Double drat.
I think Bo had talked about he wanted to play something kind of wolf-like. So he is playing a genetically engineered creature. What do you call them? The lupines?
The lupo. The loopy. The loopy.
The loopy.
Plural.
Which are genetically engineered wolf-based super soldiers that have only recently gained their independence from humans.
Oh, sorry, what's that thing called
you
again?
You haven't seen Jupiter Ascending, have you?
I have, and it's not where I got the idea.
Sorry, lupine?
I thought you were going to be Channing Tatum.
That's not a bad model for the character, though. Loopy, L-U-P-I.
L-U-P-I. See, I'm having to update the text, and it's all brand new, so that's going to be my job tonight. L-U-P-I.
I hear loopy, lupine, and all I keep thinking is, with Herosity, I just keep thinking Lupe.
Lupe.
Aww.
Lupe Fiasco. Yeah.
Oh, is there a way to post text in this group? Because I was wondering if we should post our character stats.
Chat
I would
function.
love that. Yeah, there is a chat. Let me open up the chat on the side here. It's going to screw up all the things.
Nope.
There.
It's the one next to the rocket's little bubble.
Red Rocket.
So as a caveat, obviously, to anyone listening, this is the formative one where we're all like, what characters do we want to have? So we don't we don't get our ship blown up in the process if somebody is not able to get for whatever reasons.
Yep.
Oh, we lost our pilot. Crap.
I feel like there will always be a few games where you're like, where's so-and-so? Oh, crap, we don't have X.
There is always a game.
Guess we don't have shields this round, or this game.
Shields are overrated.
Yeah.
That's the great thing, because there are three different... but there's 3 different defense types. So, if you don't have your shields, you still have warp or pilot.
And we'll always have Paris.
you won't be as effective if you're being attacked by lasers.
Oh, so
No, wait, sorry.
Hmm.
Sorry, shield counters neutrino cannon. So if you have a ship and they're shooting all these neutrino cannons at you and you haven't got somebody at shields, it just means that every time you get hit, you're getting 2 damage instead of
okay.
1 if you threw up the shields.
So it's kind of rock, paper, scissors-y.
It's like a cross between,
Okay.
halfway in between rock, paper, scissors and rock, paper, scissors, lizard spot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, neutrino cannon, laser, EMP. I lost track. I have a list somewhere.
There are
The
there are 4 defenses and 4 weapons.
There's lasers,
There's 3
antimatter
defenses.
torpedoes, neutrino cannons, EMP, and shields.
Okay.
Are the things that I'm seeing here as I look at the.
Well, shields are the defense, and then there's also warp and wait, is there only warp and shields? Pilot.
You can
or-
pilot out
Pilot.
of the way.
Yeah.
You can steer out of the
Ooh,
way
and that
of
will bring
lasers.
the first sound cue of the night.
The 5 Ds of dodgeball. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
Sorry. Had to.
Forget rent.
Like
What
the
are we
main
gonna buy?
thing for the ship is that if say there's 4 of you that have really good shields, you still only have 1 shield generator. So until you get a second shield generator, only one of you can be on shields. Only one of you can pilot. Only one of you can be on warp. Anyone can do repairs, but otherwise it's like whatever the ship has is like each station needs someone to control it. And if you just happen to have like 3 people that have shields, you still only have 1 shield station.
So how will
It's just
repairs
occurring to
work?
me that
When you say that everyone can do repairs, like, is it that only one person can repair a specific system, or you can channel whatever into whatever?
Repairs is the only skill that you don't need to have your own station. Anyone can get up and run around and repair. You could have all 5 of you repairing at the same time, but you couldn't have all 5 of you piloting or
Right.
firing
sure.
a single laser cannon.
I mean, can if one system is down, can all 5 repair one system? It's not I just mean if you have repair, can you all? It's basically about fitting all people in there at the time.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
The way that I'm picturing repair working is like each attack has its own kind of effect. Like getting hit with lasers causes hull breaches. Getting hit with torpedoes causes massive hull breaches. Getting hit with neutrino cannons starts fires and irradiates stuff. And getting hit with EMP causes your systems to shut down. So whatever you're repairing is based on like what you're being attacked with. So like your repair role might be like, I'm just gonna run around and put out fires and throw down anti-radiation magnets or whatever.
Okay.
Quick, take this potassium pill. Quick.
Shove this potato up your
should
gut.
we maybe introduce who's speaking?
Well, that's
Because
probably
I
a
think
good
we
idea.
may have skipped that step.
Okay,
For
yeah.
the folks following along at home, wondering who the hell that
Random
is.
voices.
Well, I said hi
That's
already.
fair.
I'm Todd. Somebody else go.
I'm Devin. I am going to be doing the gaming and answering most of the questions tonight.
I'm Jay, and I am going to be playing an incredibly adorable rotating cast of marshmallows.
Oh, that's amazing.
I'm so excited. So excited.
My character's name is MacPackEQ. You can just call me Mac, I guess, in this case. And they are a droid with pieces that fall off and then get reattached. The character description will be posted in the chat. For now, I'd like to leave it up to ambiguity.
So I am Bo. I'll be playing Dante, Space Pirate Extraordinaire.
Nice. And
Pirate, pilot. Same difference.
And I'm Francois, and I'll be playing Philip Hopper, the second and a half, which is first half of a twin sibling face hippo. He's got to
Hopper
bumble
the
his
hippo?
way through.
That is amazing.
Yeah, the twin face.
And
hippo.
Todd, are you still staying with your?
And I'm going to be playing Tom, and he is a popsicle colonist. A human who was frozen for long space flight, like many centuries before. So I'm
meat
very
popsicle.
average.
Oh, okay.
I'm Fry.
He's the Fry.
Gotcha. So we have,
So I could be Big Mac and you could be Fry.
Oh, I love it. That's canon now.
Mac and me.
Oh, that's you.
We do a lot
Got a
of
clip.
really old movie references. This is our niche. We don't wear pants, and we do a lot of old movie references.
I'm wearing shorts right now.
So it'll take me a little
Hey.
while to get everybody's names put into this, by the way. So I'm sorry if I'm making mistakes along the way for the visual component of things, but no faces, of course. And yeah, thanks, Allied. Let's dive into the Wanderverse and figure this system out.
Do we have a face?
Technically,
Do we have a
Dante's
face on
got-
the crew?
Well,
Technically, both Dante and Tom have a +2 to their guile. I don't know if either of them have put any.
I have
other
some
hits in there.
Guile. Let me double check.
D6 plus 2 for me.
I'm a D.
I'm trying
Wait.
to decide if these are repair
put-
marshmallows or
if I put
charming
2 pips in
marshmallows.
It's a D8. Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm a guily guy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
MacPack has tried making faces, but they're often scary, and so yeah, Guile does not besuit them.
Okay, so these are repair marshmallows then.
That's what
I
could be a
pictured
repair
the-
marshmallow.
we could use
I picture
backup
the
charming
marshmallows.
marshmallows.
I always
Well-
pictured the Schmallows as like the colony. Like it was a failed experiment on a biodome. So every time there was a crack in the biodome, they would just take a Schmallow and mash it into the crack and let it dry.
Oh,
Dude,
Great life.
I'm
Great
looking
life.
forward to
And then pour
plugging a
maple
crack
syrup
near you.
over
Liquid
it.
repair.
It goes- and when it hardens and its use is served, it becomes Bannock.
And the fun thing about Schmallows is you can sacrifice yourself and give whatever HP you have left to another PC. And then all you need to do is get started out of another food replicator. So like as long as there is sugar and power on a ship, you could theoretically just keep making a new version of you.
it's amazing.
Incredible.
So probably at some point we will figure out how much sugar's on the ship.
Oh,
Yeah,
So
and
you're
probably
not-
at some
you're not
point we'll
true.
find out how immortal I actually am, because that sounds pretty fucking immortal to me.
That sounds pretty awesome.
I don't know, like
Yeah.
think about how you're in space. How much sugar do you have?
I'm gonna need
Yeah.
to pull over at the planet.
I
and buy,
mean,
like,
I think it
Okay, so
depends
we
on
need to-
whether or not your trip is funded by Sweet and Low.
and
And
technically
we
we
need
also
one of
need
those
ground.
plant carrots.
Technically, we also need ground bones. I'm just saying. I mean, you can make them without that, I suppose.
What's the classic marshmallow?
Vegan
Delicious
marshmallows
gluten.
exist. Besides, they
so-
originally didn't have any gelatin in them.
It's true.
So, there you
It
go.
apparently tasted
That
terrible.
was just a
originally.
waste product thing.
So it sounds like we need an additional character that is a what's the one for the plant ones? Oh, the Rodons.
Yeah. That way
And
they can grow their own sugarcane.
exactly, and then we need a rat for the ground bones.
Ah, we could just
But we
be
just
our
won't
very
ask
own.
where they got them.
Wait, I just got off the colony ship. I don't know if I want to be self-sufficient anymore.
Question.
I'm gonna take a minute.
Which chat is it to post the little timesheet, character sheet?
Yeah. Is there a chat there that we should post it into?
I think there is a chat in Discord if you want to type it into that. There's a little bubble speaky voice
Oh, there we
button at
go.
the top of the channel.
Show chat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let me see if I can-
hey!
my little buddy here.
Wow, neophyte here.
There we go. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. We'll get all the bugs worked out yet. Don't you worry.
It just works. Any Bethesda fans will be just.
There we go.
Very
much
nice.
crap.
I don't know if can folks listening see the chat. I think that's just us who can see the chat.
No, we can see the chat. We could narrate
This is gonna
it
be like
later.
5 minutes of us going,
Ooh,
Oh yes, very good. I like what you did there.
Interesting.
And now,
Visually, it's
listeners,
amazing.
please listen
It's
to
a
the
work
sound
of
of
art.
5 adults reading quietly together on a screen.
Silent, pristine
Take it away.
reading. It comes in handy every now and again.
No, but that's great for me because I have to put like the name tags and stuff, so the visual people get all the love.
Yeah.
Sorry, but not to be elitist. So,
So
Read a book.
I would like to take a second to talk about. I feel like we're all going to be pretty good at doing the person-to-person combat because it's going to be the same as almost every version of our RPG. Like the PCs say what they're going to do, they roll their attack. The bad guys roll their defense, and then they get to go. Pretty standard stuff. But for space combat, to make it more cooperative, basically every PC has one action that they can do during the round. So you can either do an attack, you can do a defense, or you can use some of the ship's technology to do something. So what that means is if you're going to be
I summon
one of the
swarm of
ones-
marshmallows.
Yeah. So like if you're doing an attack, that makes sense. You're like, I'm gonna fire the torpedoes. And if you're gonna be piloting, you can say, I'm gonna hold my action
Mm.
until I find out what the enemy is gonna do.
Okay. Yeah, just gonna ask, like, so if my main space skill is that, I'd be doing a lot of holding essentially.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
And
And it's
is there an opportunity for minors in this or no?
yeah, like there's always a chance for talking. There's a lot of ship things that are counted as technology, like turning on deflector shields or turning on the like a stealth, like a cloaking shield. That counts as technology. Same thing as sensors or doing repairs. So like a miner would be like, I'm going to talk, or I'm going to make a plan, or whatever. I guess you could drink a potion, smoke a cigarette, but the actions are the main thing. There's also to be a little more tricky is in these rules. The more defenses that you have to use, the harder each one gets. So, say for example, you guys, there are 1, 2, 3. There's 5 of you. You have your 5 things, and you're being attacked by a ship that has a crew of 6, and they just happen to have 5 laser cannons, and they're going to shoot all 5 of them. That means, like, you guys have to decide, like, okay, well, I will use pilot to dodge 2 of the lasers, and I'll use shield to dodge 2 of the lasers, and I'll use warp to dodge the last one of the last one of the lasers. But then each defense that you do after the first one, you get a -1.
Okay.
So if whoever is like, so say everyone was like, I'm gonna do my action, and then left Bo to be the pilot, and then they're like, I'm gonna attack 6 times. Then suddenly Bo's first defense is
good
versus normal roll, and then it's -1, -2, -3, -4.
Oh, okay. So either we're kind of stuck doing multiple actions, or like I can choose to do multiple defenses if I thought I could crack it.
And it would make sense for some folks to like hold their move for like a backup defense if we notice that they actually have 6 lasers, which is a lot.
I suppose the sensors might be able to tell what it is that they've got.
Yeah, what
going.
they got. Yeah.
Exactly. The only thing you can't hold your attack, because otherwise then you'd have like people who are like, then it would just be like this constant weight of like 5 people saying, I'm gonna hold my action and see what they do. Well, I'm gonna hold my action and see what they do. I'm gonna hold my action and see what they do.
Tell you what, I'm gonna hold.
Yeah. So yeah, in the attack round, if you want to attack, you attack, and you can declare your defense then, or you can hold. And then they get the chance to go. Hopefully it is smooth and not super confusing. I think it'll be fun. And if it's not, we'll fix it.
All right.
That's the whole fun of it all.
That's it exactly.
Whoa. Can I ask a
I'm just trying to
question?
scroll through and see. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Bo.
So I guess I didn't really look too closely at there's 2 types of ship actions. So I took actually 2 defenses. Is that kind of redundant, or does it like would it make more sense for me to actually take a key pilot and choose an attack instead of that?
Well, do we
Instead
have
of the other defense?
We should have at least more than one pilot, because piloting, sensors, and shields and repairs, those are the standards that will be across every ship.
Yeah.
But we don't know
pilot as well.
which weapons will be on the ship if we, say, happen to come across one.
So I've got a little piloting, and I was thinking of grabbing sensors, but I could grab something else.
Okay.
But also, like, having 2 defenses just means that, like, if you see a ship and it's got neutrino cannons instead of lasers, you're like, oh, okay, I don't have to worry about piloting now. I can just focus on putting up the shields, because shields is better to use against neutrino cannons than it is against anything else.
So is it basically the standard that that is just generally useful as backup sensors, backup repair, and then I don't know. To me, it feels like the attacks are the defenses. Redundant defenses are more important than redundant attacks. Although I guess one could argue the opposite too.
I would say, like, because redundant. Like, so say all of you take laser cannon. Yeah. The ship might only have 1 laser cannon, which only one of you can use. But if all of you take a little bit of pilot and a little bit of shield, it means that while one of you is piloting, one of you can do the shield, so you have both those things manned or crewed.
Okay. Could you then potentially have multiple people operating shields at the same time, or would it only still be 1 person?
It would still be 1 person. So it basically would be like whoever would decide, like, okay, I am in the cockpit, I am the pilot, so I'm just gonna move my chair over to shields and not worry about pilot for a while.
Okay.
Or you could have someone be like, okay, well, you're piloting, I'll hop on shields.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. So maybe I will keep warp then, I think. You just take no attacks.
if we all repair one thing, like does repairs stack?
Yeah, like if you were down to like one hit point left in the ship, and all of you just stop and go off and repair, that's probably a good idea.
Okay, cool.
So we've only got one person with warp right now. Am I?
I have warp as well.
Yeah, I think you're the only person.
Oh, really?
I
Oh, I
think
thought
you're the
someone
only person.
Well,
I thought
Willie,
Brendan
if
took
it
it.
comes. I would
Warp
take it,
Tank will.
except
Brendan took it.
doesn't
Okay.
make sense
Yeah, I
for
think Brendan
my
had it.
character.
Oh, and Jay might have gotten something. Warp Drive Willie is his name. He probably
Yeah,
took
let me
it.
see.
Oh yeah, Jay might have warp,
That
but like
sounds like a
listen,
warp. Let me just check.
listen,
It's whether or not he is reliable.
I
Okay.
have
I
played a
can't
whole
really
campaign where we allowed Jay to be the sole bearer of a skill and then never saw him again.
Well, in his defense,
Okay.
he has 2 young kids, and that makes role playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. That was no
Real
shade.
No-
No
no
shade on
shade.
him. No shade
Yeah.
on him.
Okay.
Real
Well-
life comes first, but
I find it
So-
interesting
we've
when Jay
learned
showed
the
up.
price of single sourcing our skills.
So
Yeah, I found it interesting that Jay showed up for like the one campaign that I was like, yeah, I'm just the one that I was never here for.
Mm. So
It's
warp
like I
drive
missed
Willie.
out.
But one second again. So warp drive Willie has repair, warp, and EMP. So that'd be a second person warp. I'm pretty sure the Oon also has, warp sensors and rays. Or neutrinos, sorry.
Francois, you have EMP. You said earlier, yeah.
I do have actually. I have repair, pilot, and shield. I'm the only one who has shield so far.
Okay. Probably need somebody
I
else
can
who
add
has that.
shield. I can add shield to
Okay.
my character.
So I think I'm the only one with sensors so far,
I
and
also
I've got
could take sensor.
antimatter torpedo as well.
Mm.
So it sounds like we've got like a nice mix of stuff.
I don't
but
think I
main
have
things are doubled up,
anything
like what sounds like.
offensive. Maybe I should take something offensive.
Art cannon.
How many pilots do we have?
So me, you, and I think Todd, you said you had
I have a
pilot as
pip
well?
and pilot.
Okay, so that's 3.
And a pip and repairs. But I'm happy to take a pip and put it somewhere else, either in sensors or something else.
Okay.
So long as it makes sense that it's kind of old tech. That's why I can't do warp, because my character was on a ship that did not have warp.
Okay, well,
Just figure it out on your own.
I could change pilot for laser.
No, you can be the pilot.
I mean, I have one more blank skill for ship that I could take. So right now I have repair and shields. So I can take one other.
Anybody have those weapons?
I would love to see. I'm just trying to visualize a marshmallow pilot.
I mean, I think also a marshmallow firing an antimatter torpedo sounds fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah,
Literally a marshmallow operating any weapon.
especially lasers. Like that would be just a
Lasers.
marshmallow roast right there.
Stay puffed.
You
I mean,
jump in the beam.
As a personal skill, the marshmallows have a plasma arc sword. Just because I think that's hilarious.
That is
You
funny.
slowly roasting.
And Icarus flew too close to the sun.
I love that so much.
Listen, it could be a cold fire. It could be a cold fire.
Yeah, it's true.
Would you guys
I
want to
see.
do like a little mini tutorial in some ship combat?
Let's do it.
Why not?
Sure.
I
Shall we
still have
set
to pick
a
one
quick
more
scene?
skill. So
Oh,
if
okay.
anyone wants to pick the
Oh, and I need names.
I
For
think,
yeah, I don't have a
Jack's
name
character.
yet. So.
Oh, I got my name.
and I think nobody has laser for the ship, so you can take
I don't
think
laser
so
for
either.
your last.
I'll take lasers then.
Oh, yeah. Lasers, plasma swords,
Okay.
all things that marshmallows are fond of.
nice.
Listen,
But they also apparently some of them are okay with being eaten. So
Yeah.
yeah, it just might be one's proclivities.
For
Not
now,
bad.
I'm just going to call you Marsh.
Death Wish.
And your
so-
your species, the marshmallow species. What's that called again?
It's
Mars
Mars
Zero.
Mal
Mars.
-0.
It just for some reason
I'll
I'm
put it in
picturing
there.
like this little bear from when I was a kid, and I just keep thinking Moshishi.
Oh, that is amazing. I'm so excited about
Moshishi
this.
the
I love
marshmallow.
the races are so wildly different.
Yeah.
And that's not all of them either. There's a ton more. All right. What's the scene where we end up in combat? Is it a test? Is it some kind of requirement we have to pass to get our license? Is it the first time we've flown and the captain's like, crap, the real crew's dead? What's the scenario?
It is a non-canon test flight where you all are not actually existing in the moment, but I want to have some good. We'll say that you are flying around in your mostly brand new Gecko 280. It is a mid-sized ship that has a crew, like maximum crew of 6, and you guys are 5. It has a torpedo bay with 3 very old torpedoes. It's got 2 laser cannons, warp drive, shields, and pilot. Does anyone have neutrino or EMP?
I think one of us is EMP. Not me.
You have EMP, right? Somebody has EMP?
I don't have EMP. I have antimatter
Nobody has
torpedo.
EMP. Yeah. Well, you got 3 options. All right. So if nobody has EMP, then
No, it's
I
Warp
will
like
leave it
Willy
off.
that's supposed to have it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are flying through the way as you are wont to do, enjoying some freedom. A lot of you have come from work planets because the mega corporations are just either you work or you starve and die. So it is nice to have a chance to get away from that. And as you are cruising through at warp speed, you get a signal, a little warning beacon that is plopping through on your communication. It is a request for help. It is an automated, just SOS. What are you gonna do?
Ignore it.
Pilot.
Oh, well, I say we get... I don't have my voice yet. Head on down there. See what it is.
Yeah, let's
So
give that a shot.
FYI, I can't move stuff. No, that was a terrible idea. What did I do?
Yeah, it's not
I
like
ruined
Discord
everything.
where you can slide things around.
Now I made myself big. I don't want that.
Oh god, we're back
There
to
we
the
go.
no pants thing.
The order I have is Jay, Will, Todd, Francois, and Bo. You guys can
Perfect.
move the... Oh, I see it all just changed. So I guess that happens sometimes. So we can all figure out the order. So you are hearing the beacon and you have decided to stop. You stop a reasonable distance away. Like far enough away that you could engage, but not so close that if it explodes, you will be in any imminent danger. You can see off in the distance, it is a larger, like older freight ship, and it's hard to say. It's not like floating on its side because there is no side in space. But it's listing. It is like in an odd position and slowly just turning in space.
Can I do a sensors check?
It looks like it has minimal power. Go ahead.
I need to figure. I think it's just a D6. That's a crit fail. That's fitting. Hey,
Yep, that's
free
a
loot,
fail.
everybody.
First roll of the campaign, and it's a crit fail. Well,
Yeah,
well.
that tracks.
Was
Now
roll
it's
sensors
rolling
too?
twos.
May I roll sensors too?
So you were about to, but Tom flopped down
crap.
in the well-used sensor chair and just poured coffee all over the sensor board and his
Son of a-
crotch, and it's dripping down.
Stupid
You hear,
human.
like,
Oh my
this
god.
a little sizzling. And you have no idea what is.
I don't.
You do see like a little flash that the sensor board is still functional.
It's
not,
just it
uh,
I feel like one of you two charming folks should just hail them. You know? Open the comms.
Okay, sure.
Say,
I
hey,
start to reach
how's
for
it
and then
going?
he cuts me off because I'm just a total klutz.
All right.
I'll do
All right,
both.
so I
Yeah.
hit the comms button. What is the name of our ship?
oh boy.
It's
The driftwood.
The oh boy.
It's the oh boy.
Oh boy.
The oh boy.
So I hit the comms button. I don't know if it's like pulling up on screen or whatever. This is Captain Dante of the Oh Boy.
Captain.
What's your status?
We hadn't.
Do you not
you
see
hear
this
the,
fantastic outfit?
you hear the repeat of the automated message. It's just like beep 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 beep, whatever SOS is.
Okay. How big is it? How big is this thing?
Is about twice the size of your ship. It's
Twice the
like
size of ours,
a
okay.
cargo ship.
Okay. Does it appear to be damaged in any way? Like, is it?
From the visual distance, you can't really tell. Tom was looking on sensors, and you see that the sensors say that the ship is made of coffee.
Oh, that's great. I think I'll take us in a little closer to get maybe get some visual confirmation. No, we're not too close. So
A fly casual.
very casually, very cool. Sipping my not spilled coffee.
I'm gonna just sit at the shield console.
Not a bad idea.
Like next to whatever the button is. I presume I'm approximately marshmallow sized.
I'm picturing you look kind of like pumpkin sized.
Pumpkin sized. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That's good. I appreciate that. It's gonna make this a lot less complicated.
Blue ribbon.
I
of the
don't
face.
have
all
to
the
do a
consoles
cardio
have like
workout.
little
Reach.
like little joysticks that you can pull down and use in your little hands.
Aw.
I mean, most ships would have to have variable size
all right. Anyone else
interfaces.
prepping for anything?
I'm gonna go
I-
make more coffee.
I don't have options for sensors, so but does the sensor console need to be repaired after that fail? I don't.
Might not be a bad idea.
Okay, let's go for that.
I will go and make more coffee.
You
Gonna work
grab
your way
a rag and you start wiping up the coffee. You're pushing all of his presets around. You're moving the oscillator up and down. You're pretty much like the F key is still stuck.
I feel like
though.
I don't have the cloth, but I have like one of the electro arm muscles. Appendages is just like, oh, I should have had a cloth. But it's just kind of mashing it around and hoping gravity works while they throw it onto the floor.
All
I'm
right,
slightly
so
afraid
you-
that Tom is gonna drop coffee on me and I'm gonna dissolve.
Can you imagine?
Oh, that
There's
would
the
be
marshmallow
delicious.
wielding a plasma cutter.
I'm impervious to so much, but like hot tea and I'm like hot
That's it.
chocolate, hot beverages are just like my number one weakness. Like
Tell me your
All right,
weakness.
so the ship moves closer, and suddenly the opposing freighter ship, you do see a rent along the aft part of the ship, but the second you get pretty close, warp clicks on. You see a pair of laser cannons that turn on as well. You are being ambushed.
Well,
Oh crap!
Oh, quelle surprise!
Guys, who wants a mocha?
Mano.
All right.
You still have some of it left?
I'm making more. What's going on
So-
over there?
PCs go. Your options are: you can attack, you can hold and do a defense, or you can use one of the ship's tech. Your ship hasn't got deflectors or cloaking device, so you can do stuff like repair, or you can run the sensors, or you can do something else. So
We do have torpedoes, yes?
you have 3 torpedoes.
Ooh.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go for torpedo because I don't have any defensive. I just have repair, and apparently I don't have my J plus. So let's try for that.
Alright. I'm gonna.
Bye.
Okay, so you are attacking.
Sorry, you said you were gonna get something. My bad.
I was, but I'm remembering now that my dice app is garbage.
RPG simple dice.
Is that a thing?
I'm gonna look.
Yeah,
that up right now.
it's an app I have. RPG simple dice. It's lovely. You type in you put in how many sides and how many number and go.
Oh yeah, I think that's what I have, and it annoys me to no end. But
Oh, it's
Except
always
so-
annoying, but it works normally. On my shoddy
Sponsored,
old
not
S9, it
sponsored.
works. Definitely not
all
sponsored.
right,
Although I did pay for it.
all right. So you are launching a torpedo, and it is gonna throw up some shields as a defense for that. But does no good. So the torpedo lashes out, explodes, and it takes 2 damage.
And so ships
Alright,
have
anyone else attacking?
like 5 hit points.
Well, most ships have 5 hit points. Is anyone else attacking?
Do we have anyone else who can operate lasers? Or anyone else who can operate shields besides me?
I can
that was-
upgrade shield, so I can raise up the shield if need.
You do the shields,
Okay.
I'll pilot, and I'll switch your seats. Happy, got my
Maybe
bulb of coffee.
Can you?
I'm the
And
pilot.
if there's anyone that can.
Oh, you're the
buy
pilot.
sensors,
Okay, you
we'll see
pilot.
What
I'll pilot it up.
do we know what weapons this ship has yet?
You just saw the laser turrets so far, right?
Yep.
Is it possible that someone with sensors can roll sensors? Maybe I should have done that, but at least I got 2 damage on it.
I could try again if we can try to lock on to see who's attacking us.
Or rather, look
I-
what weapons they have.
I'm just gonna roll
You can always
lasers
roll a
while y'all
D4.
sort that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. So Matt, no.
Peeps.
Marshmallow is attacking.
Their name is Peeps.
Peeps. Oh yes, I love that so much.
Oh my god.
Ah, I see it.
With the Z or with the S?
What was your laser roll?
With my laser roll is a 5. That's Peeps with 2 3s in the middle, and with
Ah.
hand.
Oh, amazing.
You spark up the lasers. You think you get it dead on, and then the freighter just kind of like rolls to the side and avoids the shot.
Ooh, a barrel roll.
Rude. Ah,
All right. So no other attacks. So everyone else is holding.
That's right.
Okay. So they are going to fire both their lasers as well as fire off an EMP blast.
Ooh. Okay. And so pilot is best. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, so you've got 3 of you who are there to do defenses. So you can also do a tech if you so choose.
Okay. Pilot is best against the torpedoes? Is that...
lasers is best against...
Pilot.
Pilot is lasers.
Okay.
Shields is neutrino. Warp is EMP.
I might
Okay.
be a pedant here, but I feel like shields should be better against lasers. I feel like pilot should be better against torpedoes.
Torpedoes don't have a better defense. It's like they explode and they hit you whether you're around or not.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I will use piloting to try to evade one of the lasers.
Okay.
I'm not sure how you...
I got a 5.
8... 5.
Alright, so in this game, tie goes to coin toss.
Ooh.
So you guys are 1 and 2, I'm 3 and 4. You manage to dodge that hit.
Go!
Alright, the second laser comes in with a 2. Who's defending?
I guess I
Jimmy.
will do the shield.
I mean, would
Wait,
your fields work best against?
Well,
Oh,
there's
did
no.
they fire a neutrino cannon against
No,
us?
it was an EMP this round.
I
it was
don't
an
have
EMP.
warp
Warp.
either. I don't have warp neither, so I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah, shield sounds good.
why not?
Shield. I have a 2.
Ooh. Okay, so tie goes to coin toss. Oh, you didn't get it up in time. The laser rakes across the bow of your ship, and
baby.
that.
2 damage.
So now the EMP is coming at y'all, and so Tom can either do a defense, or someone who's already done a defense can do a second defense at a -1.
I'll do one. What goes against EMP again?
Warp.
Warp.
It's warp, yeah.
I look at the warp engine and I'm just like, this thing baffles me.
I haven't taken a defensive action yet. I guess I could try.
Nope. You, everyone
Okay,
either
the
attacks,
offensive.
defends.
Okay. Good to
I'm
know,
gonna-
thank you.
I'm gonna try to mash. Can I use warp with no pips in it?
Yes, it's
Yep,
just
you,
gonna be
you got a warp
D4.
drive.
D4.
All right,
And
D4
I
it
rolled
is.
a 3.
I'm gonna mash the D4. Just be like the big red button. Big red button. I rolled a 2.
Bang!
All right. So the EMP smashes into the ship. Nobody's. Ooh. One of you is a droid, but luckily I didn't roll well enough to affect you. And yeah, like one of the systems, like one of the laser cannons, just goes offline.
My cannon!
And
So we would need to repair that to earn to use it again.
Does anybody...
I will repair the cannon because I'm sitting next to it and I have repair.
Well, you've only lost
With a
one. Why
plus
don't you
one.
keep
Alright, so it's
shooting
the-
and let somebody else do the
Hmm.
repairing?
Oh yeah.
That's true.
Well, does anybody else have repair but no ship combat?
I do not have repair.
I have
No
repair
ship
and no
combat?
ship combat, but I just tried to mash the warp button.
Okay. I have both repair and antimatter torpedo, and we have 2 torps left.
you've also taken a bunch of hits.
Yeah, that's at least 4
Yeah.
damage.
So maybe, yeah, I guess maybe Peeps and I should both repair.
No,
does somebody else have
Peep
the
should
ability
shoot.
to shoot something?
Peep
Yeah,
can shoot.
Peep should
He should
shoot.
shoot, I guess, because
I
I'm the
will
only,
repair.
only one who can do lasers, I guess.
Well,
All right,
one
top
of
of
us
the round.
one of us can repair, and one of us can do torps, and we're one laser down, but we still have the torpedoes. So why don't I shoot? Why don't I shoot while Peeps repairs the laser, and then, unless somebody has a more economical idea, and somebody else with repair can repair, because I think we're stacked on repair, aren't we?
We got a lot of people who can repair.
Okay.
I can't
But some
repair
people
ships.
still gotta move. Some people still gotta move out of the way. Like they're still gonna try and hit us. So
Sure.
All right. So,
yeah.
But so I'll
so
go
Bo, what are you
for.
gonna do?
Me, I'm holding my actions.
Yeah.
I know I'll need to pilot.
Okay. Jackie or Peeps?
Peeps is going to shoot. Why not? Someone else can fix the ship. They'll just move over to the other laser cannon, other than the one that they were sitting at.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's a 4 lasers.
Yeah, you blast a rent into the side of this poor, defenseless, ambushing ship.
Sweet. They will have a harder
All
time
right.
getting out.
Defenseless ambushing ship. That
Mac.
doesn't sound.
What is that?
Yeah, Mac is gonna
Blast
try
cannon?
to go for gonna try to shoot a torpedo, because we've hit him a couple times. This might be the clincher. Why not? Without a little risk. 3.
The pilot is going to dodge a second time with a -1. Ooh, that's a hit.
Ooh.
Ooh.
The torpedo blows up on the side of the ship.
I'm gonna try to keep this thing together. Thinking back to my janitorial days shift in the colony ship, and I'm just like trying to plug holes and keep the engines running. So I'm gonna roll repair, and it fell on the floor, but it's a 4. It's a 4 on the floor. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Ah!
You put out some fires and you get that torpedo bay back working.
I kind of visualized that one of the torpedoes was about the old one. It's like armed, blinking and ready, and it just about falls off. And I'm like, catch it and put it back in the thing. Close the door.
All right. Philip.
Philip is just gonna be holding his action in case anything happen for the shield. I will not miss this time. I have like the button, like the arcade game where the button is lighting at the right moment.
Nice.
All right. So I used one of my characters. So one of the opponents is going to do some repairing, not very well, and the other 2 are firing lasers and 1 is firing EMP.
Ooh.
So 2 lasers, 1 EMP.
Did Tom take an action last round?
I was
Or
repairing.
this round? You're repairing. Okay.
He did some repairing. So you've
This
got
ship is-
yourself and Philip can divvy up those
Okay.
defenses.
Well, I took a D8 in pilot, so I think I'll probably try to dodge to pilot twice as a defense. The first one at normal. That is 8.
That's that.
Good.
Yeah, you do circles around that one.
Oh,
The other one, I
no.
got 3.
And another
So
8.
this ship-
8 minus 1, so 7.
Very nice. All right,
And
so
this
the
ship is a lot
EMP
more
is
resilient.
Yeah.
The EMP is going against shields.
Yep.
Okay. I rolled a
4.
3 to shoot. Ooh, very nice. You
Ooh.
managed to throw up the shields just in time. You see, like the sparkle of the EMP blasts across it like rain. And that's everybody, top of the round.
Let's do this.
All right, Lo.
I'm holding my action. Feeling pretty fancy.
Okay. Peeps.
Peeps has been having great success, so they're gonna keep firing.
Peeps is a murderous
And
marksman.
I need you to imagine that, like, every time they fire, they make like a really high pitched, like, little squeaking sound. I'm not gonna do it because my voice is like dead, but I need you to picture them making little peeping sounds as they fire the lasers. Ooh, that's not as good though. That's a 2.
The shields get flung up and bounce the laser to the side. And Tom. Wait, no.
I believe I'm going to hold my
Don't
action
get Tom.
for repairs. Or just do the repairs
Okay,
now.
And Mac. You can do the repairs now.
I'll do that now.
I'm gonna go with
6.
the final shot. Okay.
Okay. You manage to put out some more fires. You take some spare parts. You bolt them up and around the place. You feel that less of a there's like less of that sucking air leaking into space feeling you were having before.
Who needs
All right,
oxygen?
Mac is going to
Anybody?
fire the last torpedo.
That's a 5.
Ooh. Tie. So 1s and 2s are yous, and 3s and 4s are me. You fire off your last torpedo, and it spits off into space, and you see it just miss the ship and explode in a blast just beyond your visual range.
Damn.
Max face just starts to articulate and say this thing in a guttural metallic permission.
Right, Philip.
Yeah, I'm holding my action.
Okay. So, same thing. They're gonna fire 2 lasers and an EMP.
Okay. So we just have the 2 defenders this round?
Yeah.
Okay. I think we'll do the same thing, so I'll try and use Paladin twice to evade.
Okay.
Come on.
I got a 6.
Oh my god. No. 3. And
Oof.
Okay, everybody, get your vac suits on.
5.
6.
Okay, you dodge the second laser, and the EMP comes in at a 4.
Eesh.
4. A 2 again.
And
Oof.
I missed it.
Someone
A curse.
Luckily, it's the EMP that hits your ship, because otherwise you'd be spaced. The EMP blasts into the engine room, and warp goes down, shields goes down, life support goes down. You have probably 20 minutes of breathable air for any particular people that need to breathe, but
Awesome.
you're not spaced, so that's good.
All right.
And
I feel like this next round we should be prepared.
yeah. 2 repairs and firing something maybe. Like, how bad does this ship look?
So, their ship is... It was a mess to begin with, and now it's even more of a mess. Like, as it kind of floats past you, and you see like it's got like a big... Like, there's no way that there's anything alive on this ship. Like, there are holes in the hull, there are, like...
That's an
hot marks
automated
all
thing.
through the decks. It's probably droids.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Hey. By what definition are we calling alive? Because I'm pretty sure. What you mean is there isn't anything organic on this ship.
I'm gonna eat peeps.
I'm an official person myself.
Sorry for
She's
being
starting to get
like this.
political. They're starting to get political again.
All right,
This
so
ship
top of the
thinks-
round.
As a sentient marshmallow, I feel like we gotta be real clear on what we mean by alive here.
True.
Yeah, and
I will
admittedly,
agree.
MacPack is going to have some words with anyone that disagrees.
Right, Bo, you
I am
Sure.
definitely holding my actions.
Peeps.
Is the laser still functional?
Nope.
Cool. I'm gonna repair. Oy, that's 3 whole points in
Okay,
repair.
you run to one of the rents and just slap some spare parts and start bolting stuff down. Doesn't really do much. Right, Max.
I'm
Max.
out. Either way, Max is also cool too. I don't have any torps left, so repair or sensors is all it is. And I mean, do we have weapons that we can fire right now?
You could open the hatch and throw a rock at it.
So no use for sensors. Repair. 6.
Hey,
Nice.
Hey, nice.
Yeah, you managed to repair the ship well enough to. You get the. Let's see. What's
Can I go with
down?
lasers?
Do you want life support back or do you want warp back?
Well, you're asking a being that does not require life support and is now being
Correct.
faced with a decision that it gets to process in a microsecond, but this human might take a while.
You've got
all
like
right.
probably 20
You
minutes
say that
of,
and you look at
of
me
breathable air.
staring at the marshmallow, licking my lips.
If we've got 20 minutes of breathable air with a bunch of other repair skills and no weapons, I don't know. I vote for
Fix
warp.
the warp
What do y'all
drive.
think?
We can warp
Yeah.
somewhere
Yeah.
where we're not immediately
Yeah,
dying.
exactly.
And then fix
Let's
the
go for
warp.
some warp. Yep, warp it is.
well,
All right.
how long is a round?
Um,
Like 6 seconds?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll either get the hell out of here or we'll die. So
Warp is back online, but there's still lots of crap going down.
All right. Who's up?
You.
Oh,
You.
sorry. I'm repairing something.
You're Tom.
Can I also do 2 actions? Can I repair something and can I take a bite out of Peeps?
what?
Oh, you awful,
Hey,
awful
hey,
person.
hey. You're not dying yet.
Fine. I'll just
You
repair.
won't get those
If
hit
Peeps
points
is not-
until you're properly dying.
I was
Yeah,
just
Peeps isn't
gonna
willing to
put
be
the...
eaten. You can't. Consent is important.
It's fair, that's
Exactly.
fair. All right, I'll fix your lasers
Also,
instead.
they have a plasma sword, so you're willing to try, but you might find it less comfortable than you're expecting.
I will...
There's a
going back and
toothpick in
forth
this
between,
marshmallow.
saying
try.
like I'm going back and forth between wanting to say like hey yo and now that
I will fix the
All
lasers.
right, Tom, what are you doing?
And I rolled a 1.
Okay. You just pour.
did you finish that espresso before?
Oh god, it's everywhere.
All right,
No.
and-
Now Tom has moved on to his latte. He
You
had
should
the
just
espresso.
beam
He
me
spilled it on the
aboard their ship.
sensors.
Wait, is this the
Philip.
character you wanted to look for a death sentence anyways? Because why don't we just fire him as out of one of the torpedoes launchers?
I mean, if I can get
Philip, what are
aboard
you
that ship, I got more coffee. I can pour stuff on their ship.
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna check if I can put the pilot back on, at least the engine back on with a repair.
If this were a ship full of humans,
fine.
actually firing near the torpedo
Nice.
launcher might have been a good idea.
All right, so Philip manages to get back online, or not Helm back online. So you can steer, you can warp, and you have one of your lasers back.
Ooh.
But the enemies are just gonna fire a bunch at you because you're spending a lot of time sitting there. So all 2 lasers and an EMP is coming straight for you.
My God! All right. So I'm the only one who can defend, right?
The only one you can defend.
Oh, so minus
You're
one, minus
rolling
two, minus
great.
three.
You're rolling great, Bo. Come on, come on.
So
Okay,
the first one's a
7.
2.
Which would wait?
Okay.
So 7.
Okay.
Second one.
5.
What do you got? Hey, 8 minus 1, 7.
And the EMP also a 5.
Oh crap! So -2 on this one, hey? No,
Earn those space pirate wings.
Bang.
All right.
that is a fail.
So the EMP blasts onto the ship once again, and this time, yeah, you still have all your, you've still got a laser, you still have your warp, but you're not doing good. Top of the round.
Does EMP actually do damage, or is it just disable?
It does damage. And,
Okay.
It could kill our droid.
Calculating how much damage is being done on the ship, but the EMP damage is easier to repair.
I see.
You don't need spare parts to do repairs for EMP damage. Like, you basically just run around and flick switches and
Right.
stuff. So,
Okay.
like, your ship isn't being blown open more than it already is.
Okay.
So it's a lot of
You
like
just have to
RP.
turn it all off and back on again, you know?
Yeah.
Is it
It's the
plugged in?
difference between, here, put your finger in this hole and, like, turn that switch over there on. You know?
Right.
Cool. Since we have lasers, Peeps is gonna go back to shooting, because we gotta do something about this ship post-haste.
All right, so Dante's gonna hold the pilot, I assume.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah,
let's,
that's exactly the vibe.
unleash the peak wrath.
That's a 4 on lasers.
Come on.
Ooh, just zip through. These are some of the good robot pilots. It was a miss. All right, Mac.
Mac is our ship is still not looking too great, I take it.
Yeah.
A 4 on repair.
Okay. You got rid of some of the EMP.
Hey,
air
You
quote
found
damage?
cherry cloths.
I did, finally. They were behind the couch the whole time.
Oh, the couch
Tom.
got sucked out the hole in the hull.
Well, yeah, some weird looking stormtroopers just seem to bring it back. Don't know why.
Tom, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna fix something. Pick something to fix.
Okay.
More lasers. There are numbers other than 1 on this dice, I'm told, but I haven't seen them tonight.
Oh,
You
Dante.
got my
I-
curse! You got my curse!
I should never.
Except
have
for I
tried
was
to eat
rolling
them out
2s, and now you're just rolling, now you're rolling all the 1s.
all
boy.
the
Yeah.
ones.
So now you're
All
down to 1 laser cannon again.
Roll the dice,
and
Roy.
Philip.
Dante, I have to close the chat because if I just,
What's
it's
the
playing on
visibility
repeat,
have
and
now?
I'll just keep laughing.
So what do we have that is still on right now? Pilot and 1 laser.
The droid still works.
Pilot warp 1 laser.
I don't have
And
any.
you could just
different
run
warp.
away. You could, warp, throw yourself into warp and flee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll hold. my
I mean,
thing
why
for
are we
warp.
fighting this thing? This is kind of ridiculous.
I wanted scrap metal.
We came out here to have a good time, and I'm honestly feeling so attacked right now.
I said I was sorry.
Well, I'll be holding my action from the
Actually, I
warp.
did. I'm sorry.
Okay. Alright, so 2 lasers and an EP.
Well, there we go.
I'm gonna
Well,
take
Are you
care
doing
of
all
the
3 or? Okay. So laser number 1, 6.
8.
Laser number 2, 2.
7. Fancy flying tonight.
And EMP, they're EMP overloads. That's a 1 for me.
Finally.
Finally. Oh, how the turns have tabled.
Tabled.
Hey,
All
look,
right,
they've
top of the
got
round.
Tom too.
Dante?
I am holding my action.
Peeps.
Fire!
Pew pew.
6.
Oh yeah, there we go.
I rolled a 5. So please describe
Hey,
that laser shot.
That's the clincher.
bloodthirsty marshmallow.
So Peeps like recenters himself after like missing last time and like just laser focuses in, pardon the pun, and it looks like it's not going to hit them, and then it just like goes straight into like a warp nacelle, and the whole ship just goes up and back. It's very
Except, of course,
I enjoy that you
There's-
didn't make sound effects because it's in space and no one can hear you explode.
I'm making sound effects.
You know
but
what?
It's simulated.
I mean,
The computer.
there's like
that's the-
enough like.
We can imagine.
There's
what it would
enough
sound
like particulate around us that we would
We all
probably
yell,
hear it impacting the
"Pow!"
hull, to be honest. Yeah, everyone goes boom together with me on
three.
board as
Exactly.
it explodes. One,
The pin,
two,
yeah, the Pinard EQ just vibrates with like the oscillations of your sounds, like pew pew.
pew pew pew
and
pew
you,
pew pew pew.
All in favor of
Play the
fleeing
sound.
back
Live
to a
to
safe
tell
port.
another day.
Hmm?
A safe port. Eh.
Ah,
Let's
Fly
fix
around
the ship
to find out.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's fix this.
All right, so that went pretty well, I think. That all made sense.
Got out by the skin of our teeth.
I
Well,
Decidedly.
I mean, in
Decidedly.
terms of
the end of a
gameplay,
good
it was
campaign.
great.
That's how they all should end up. Like, oh, we barely got out alive.
that is how they all
I
end
think
up.
what we've discovered
my goal
is that our
to have.
pilot shouldn't. Oh, sorry.
I only hear you talking, Jackie. So.
Can we all agree that Todd should put his dice in the dice jail?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
whatever dice you were using, Todd, I think we need to leave that
Awesome.
one off the table.
Yeah. That random D6
did you
is
loan your dice
punished.
to Todd?
Punished.
You know what? I actually have one of Todd's dice. I'm not gonna lie to you. 5 or 6 years ago, I was given an inspiration dice at a D&D session by Todd, and it took it home with me by accident.
Hey, it's all good.
And I still
give
have
away
it.
dice all the time. That's one of my things. I love to give away dice to people I play with. It also means I get to go buy more dice. So it's win-win.
Mm.
There you go.
It also means that it also might mean that you've cursed their dice, and
It absolutely could. Yeah, that is.
It's infected
that
the
is-
rest of my D6s. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
The rotten
sorry.
apple.
So really,
apple smells the most.
it's my fault. Let's be honest.
I actually just bought more dice earlier today along with the dice bag because I went to look for my dice the first time in a while, and I've been carrying them all in a Ziploc sandwich bag for 3 years. So like maybe I should do something about that.
I think all my dice are in a Buffy the Vampire Slayer Chupa Chup Sucker tin.
Amazing.
That actually
Mine
sounds
are all
awesome.
in this pencil case, which Todd also gave me many years ago.
That I don't remember.
I think we can all agree that all of these cases are awesome, except for a Ziploc sandwich bag.
Hey, Ziploc
That's 3
sandwich
years
bag is
old.
Great. Oh, that sandwich must be dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I should wash the dice.
was this the maiden flight of the? Oh boy.
Oh boy.
the oh boy?
Yeah.
Oh,
that
boy.
was a successful space combat, I feel. If
Um,
anyone has any...
You all enjoy
questions
docking back
or-
at the thing, and I die from asphyxiation from not having life support.
You and me both.
Yeah.
I like to
I
think
never did fix that
you
system.
die from heart failure
Humans
or
just start dropping, and everyone's like, do 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 do
Oh,
do
yeah.
do do.
Oh yeah, life support. Damn.
I like to think it was from too much espresso, actually. Oh wait, did we fix the life support? No, it must have
Pretty
been
sure
the
I fixed it.
espresso.
You didn't say you did. So
No, we got
technically
it
you had-
eventually. We got it eventually. It's
Fix
fine.
the
It's fine.
espresso first.
You had-
It's worth
you had
it.
19 minutes.
Actually, does Peeps require life support? This is a deep lore question.
Marshmallows exist on Mars, and they were used to suck out
I'm gonna
stuff.
say
no.
Yeah, because droid very specifically has in their like character description all of the like droid immunities, and Marshmallows don't. So I'm gonna say that Marshmallows needs air.
Maybe it's not
okay,
the
good
air
to
so
know.
much as the temperature. If it gets too cold, they freeze and then
yeah.
expand
Get
and
rigid.
crack.
Get rigid.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If it
And
gets
shock.
too hot, I get really puffy.
Oh, you get freeze dried. You just shrivel up like a tardigrade and drift through space.
I was about to say they could be like tardigrades, and like you
Yeah.
just rehydrate them, and they're back to their happy PP self.
We got
Deep
a
sea salt.
bag full of her back there. There's a bunch more. You just put some water in, put it in the microwave.
Everybody wins.
But which
except for
color?
Peeps, who-
What color are the peeps? Are they the blue?
I mean,
are
I
they the
think
yellow?
that depends on which peeps you're talking about, because like presumably there are many iterations of peeps depending on how often
I
that
saw
party is done.
I saw some Dr. Pepper Peeps, and I am tempted.
I would have that actually. I
They
fancy
make-
Dr. Pepper.
They make Arbor Day peeps, so I feel like
Arbor
Pine
Day
flavored?
Peeps? Tastes like dirt?
I don't know, but like they're green, I presume. But like, you know,
Why
they
is
make
that-
there's a
they should be
peeps for
said
all
Pepper Day
occasions.
Arbor Day Peeps?
They did at one point. I don't know if they continue to make Arbor Day peeps. The 2020 may have devastated the peeps variety.
The peep industry.
Peep
Yeah.
industry. But Peeps has a website, so you can like
Yeah.
go buy.
I just
Peeps
googled
online.
peep.com and I did not get the candy website.
Oh, that's a different kind of treat, Devin. That's a different kind of treat.
Speaking of role-playing games without pants,
Still
Right.
need the card info though.
we do need an episode name for tonight.
I love that your
assuming
face
we're
was
done.
frozen there after
But-
credit card info with like this wide-eyed like.
Yes.
Oh, just oh boy.
That's the name of the ship.
That's some animated looking around you got there. So,
All right, Todd, are you going to do an extra or?
yeah, for sure. If we're done, I'm happy to capture us talking about our characters. I feel like I could really decide, like, spend some time deciding where to move stuff after today. Are we allowed to move things?
I just feel like we shouldn't have the only other person with warp be the pilot. 'Cause
Yeah.
that
Agree.
seems like a problem when they are piloting out of the way. We
Yeah.
need someone to warp us to the left of an EMP.
Yeah.
Although the
Yeah.
shields were effective when they worked, it's just when they didn't work, it was a problem.
For sure.
That's like
And
true for every defense. When it works, it's great. And when it doesn't, you're kind of boned.
in this fight, we ended up having to use piloting a lot, which just the limit of having the one skill cost like okay. And,
I mean, like, in
honestly,
every
Don,
fight,
like
though.
you rolled really well, but the -3s after, or the -2s eventually, like they catch
Yeah.
up. So
I don't even
I
see
feel like
shields
maybe a
on
shuffle
my
there
list.
would be good.
Yeah, I think Peeps and Philip both have shields.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah,
I
it's-
I don't know anyone else beside the two other players who have warp are not here.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can't
that's
take
tricky.
warp as part of a character choice because, like,
Yeah, no, I
he's a
don't
colony
think you need
dude.
to, but
so I do have a.
Yeah, it's
an
way more
extra
fun to
point.
play your
And-
character than.
If we're talking logistics, a likelihood that one of those two characters that plays warp will likely be here, on average, throughout the campaign. So that is something to consider.
Famous last words.
Because
Famous
we're
last
gonna-
words.
Yeah,
let's,
Renter
let's
never
roll
shows up.
for it. We'll see what.
Hero plays the oh boy, a crew member
a 2.
short, and a day late.
That's true. Like I barely missed one for years, and then I missed like months.
14 in a row.
Yeah. You know, I was
That being
busy.
said, like we're not always going to be doing ship fights. Like
Sure.
sometimes you'll be doing an
Exactly.
away mission. Sometimes you'll be just
Mhm.
hanging out and drinking space beers with
Oh yeah.
space hobos.
I figure that's what we'll do next.
Why they gotta be hobos?
I just pictured Peeps floating in a beer and just absorbing it.
Oh no!
Unlimited power.
Giving me like beer, marshmallow, like beer flavored marshmallows, or like beer sodden marshmallows.
Well, you're so much bigger
It's like
than
it's
the
like
actual
doing.
drink.
It's like
So you just soak it
it's
into
like doing
you.
a gummy shot. It's like doing a gummy shot, you know, but like with beer.
But,
In a
like, you're so
marshmallow?
much bigger. Like you're pumpkin size. Like you'd be just sloppily
It's
like
true.
lurching around.
That's true. That's true. It would just be like my butt in the pint of beer.
I
Just
I need
just the
art.
butt.
I need art of this, please. Peeps the Mars.
I want you all to
mallow.
know that marshmallows have butt cheeks. I have decided.
100% and no
Oh
modesty.
yeah,
They
obviously
should.
they are adorable.
Oh my god. I kind of want to make
My-
a whole crew of those.
My
Oh,
earbuds died partway through, and then I came back to like picture this, and I heard marshmallows, and then I just pictured like Mars bars melted over marshmallows, and now I'm very hungry.
That'd be tasty.
oh my
Yeah.
god. So
That's
Peeps,
my goal
I think-
as a player.
Peeps, I think, got the MVP for lasers, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
So I think
And
Peeps
also
is
Dante
going to
MVP
be our
pilot.
gunner, right?
Yes.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
All right.
I
Um,
don't have any like bonuses to lasers right now, but I
Okay,
can
well, we need to
later
fix
at
that.
the next level.
Yeah.
I'll put more picks.
Yeah. For
I-
barrel rolls, I'm your guy.
Either marshmallows can either be charming and have guile because they're so cute, or they can have repair because they are so sticky.
Mm.
And I
Space
took
Pirate-
repair because we already have 2 people with guile.
Pirate was our pilot, right?
Dante the
Yes.
Dante.
Yeah, Dante
Space
the
Pirate.
pirate pilot. Space pirate pilot. Okay. I'm just jotting down our roles. And that'll help us like understand in a fight, like to make it quicker. Obviously we can do other things. Mac. What was Mac's main focus?
my focus, I mainly did. I fired the torpedoes until they were gone. I landed 2 hits out of 3, I think, and then I did repairs. So in between that, I have sensors, which is something that we didn't use, but I feel like
Yeah.
it's a skill we haven't explored yet.
I feel like
Yeah.
you would be the
Had
torpedo.
you-
Pardon?
Had you been able to get sensors on the ship at the beginning, I would have let you know that it's not a derelict, it's powered up, it's got lasers, it's got an EMP, it's probably being crewed by droids.
So can we ban coffee on the bridge?
Hey, I am Fry. Let's be honest here.
Or a sippy cup. Yeah.
What do
coffee
you
and sippy
think
cup.
about the shields? Because it was vital, but I'm wondering about like, could shields last more than a single round, so that then the shield op could do stuff? I'm just
I
curious.
think what we did learn throughout this is that the ship has like ours, that ship has multiple attacks, so we're going to need multiple defenses. So that should be a kind of like a 3-and-3 type thing where we can't count on 1 or 2 people for defense. We need more, because if we have a bunch of weapons on a ship, so do they. Or so can they.
I mean, one of the things that's great about attacking is it guarantees that you use up something on the other ship. they have to do something. They can either take the hit or they have to do something in response.
Yes.
So they're either like holding moves and not repairing so they can get out of your way, or like even if you miss, they still had to roll. Someone still had to roll pilot to get out of the way of my lasers, which put them at a disadvantage for whatever came next, right?
Yep.
On pilot or
Exactly.
on shield, like
That's true.
like everything that you do does cost them something, as long as
Yeah.
you do something to them offensively.
And assuming
So it's
they
not
have
like it's
numbers.
like you can like use up their actions by
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
attacking a whole lot. But like they may hold some and just take a hit, but that's gonna kill them real fast.
Yeah.
So like it's like it's a balance between still killing them and not dying.
So I feel like as long as we have one attacker available for each weapon, is great, because as long as you can attack, that's a good thing. But we can expect, in certain cases, to be hit. So we either it seems to benefit that like a full of the weighting seems better to be, I don't know, all one thing. Not all one thing, like 80% one thing, 80% the other. I'm trying to figure out how it would work out, because you can either strategize your attacks to like remove their ability to do anything else if they're just trying to keep their ship alive. If we overwhelm them that way, or we can be resilient. But and this is an interesting dynamic to think about, like you said, we can sap attacks by having to defend.
Well, it's definitely another
figure out.
layer other than like you're not just swinging your sword or whatever like the regular system taking your shot. Like you have to judge and make these judgment calls, which is makes it kind of dynamic.
Exactly.
It's like every round you gotta decide, like, do I want to attack? Do I want to defend? Do I want to do something else?
Yeah. Well, thanks very much.
I also feel
Devin,
like
for...
a lot of.
Oh, sorry.
yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say like a lot
I
of that
can
would
keep it
be role play based. Like if you decide like, oh, my character is the guy who always wants to fire the lasers, then you're gonna be the guy that always fires the lasers. Like that's part of the fun of if you play like a guy who wants to murder everybody.
Yeah, it's not necessarily about being best optimized. It's about having the most fun.
Exactly.
That's fair.
Sometimes the most fun is like Peeps is going to
Making bad decisions.
fire. Peeps is going to single-mindedly fire these lasers while the ship collapses around.
Yeah. Just
We'll be
screaming.
doing it as you're all blown out the airlock. They will still be firing this laser.
Just holding the like.
Can I just
Triggers.
picture the cutest high-pitched voice going like every time?
Yeah, we
I
might
can't
need to
go
get a
that high,
voice
but you
changer
know.
for you.
Yeah, I'll need it because I no longer have a high voice. There's no high voice in my body anymore.
I have this one for Peeps.
I will find you.
Oh, that's not high enough. We got to get it even higher.
No.
Than that. Anyway, go on without me. There's nothing.
Please, whenever you hear Peeps speak, picture the turrets from Portal 2. Or from Port.
So I think I'll
Yes.
keep my shuffling the same for this actually, because I've got torpedoes, but they're finite, right? So it's a guy can use them, but then the shuffle is beyond that. I've got repairs and sensors. I just don't have the ability to actually like dodge anything for anyone. But I feel
Who
like
needs to dodge?
sensors are still useful.
Like everything's useful. Like there's no skill that's like, oh, dump stat.
True.
All
And
right.
also sensors keep track with like a hodgepodge of main bits cobbled together. Chances are there's some sensors in there.
Yeah.
But they also
Well-
might not know how to fire lasers.
I'm going to sign off for this week, but we do need an episode name. So what do we think?
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Ooh boy.
Ooh,
Big dollar
boy.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Stylized
Episode 1.
O-B-O-I.
The
I'm
non-gendered
picturing
boy.
I. A B-O-Y. A B-O-I. That mean something? I don't know.
Oh, exclamation point. B-O-I.
B-O-U
B-O-I.
or B-O-U-Y. Oh boy.
Boy.
Oh, boy.
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 I
boy.
mean, we were adrift
boy.
for a time.
That could work.
It
Oh,
is
boy.
true. It's true.
All right,
If
tune
we
in next
end up
week for
after this
more.
episode,
Oh,
we'll
boy.
be missed out.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.
Are we off?